Hi, it's Rob from the Bob Sphere, and it's time for a monthly wrap up. Now, September was a very rough month. I'm not going to go into details, but as you can see, new location, you can probably put two and two together to see what happened to me. Anyway, doesn't matter. Uh, Despite all the problems, I did manage to read. I read 9 books, 2 were digital. Those were good, but I'm not going to go into details about those. So I read 2, 4, 6, 7 physical books. And it's a mixed bag, but we'll get into it. On the whole, it was okay. On the whole, the books were okay, except -1. So, in no particular order, let's start. So, I read the Julian Fuchs. Well, it's a trilogy, but at the moment, these two are published. So, Resistance and Occupation. These are kind of semi-autobiographical in the vein of, I wouldn't say of Bukowski, the way Bukowski used to write with an alter ego. These basically criticize, I would say, South American culture, but there's a lot of themes which link both books, like the diaspora, having a sense of not belonging, but it's done in different ways. This one's a more straight up, fake autobiography. This one focuses on different topics and has intertwining chapters. That's really, this one's cleverer. So this is slightly better than this, but they're still good reads. I mean, it's from Charco. Can never go wrong. Next, another Booker book, An Island by Karen Jennings. I didn't mind this. It was okay. It was okay. I didn't love it. There's a video on it, so I'm not going to go into detail. This, the stinker of the month. Ugh, this was terrible. I didn't like this at all. It just bored me. I didn't like the writing. It's about a man who's in the process of getting divorced, and then for some weird reason, his wife leaves him. I mean, disappears, not leaves him, disappears. But then we get her story on the second half of the book, so it's kind of Gone Girl thing, but with a Philip Roth feel. Now, in theory, that sounds good, but just, nah, forget it. Didn't work for me at all. Okay, next we've got The Passing of Forms That We Have Loved from the ever brilliant Epoch Press. They're always good. They always publish good books. This is about a narrator who talks about all the people who he has loved and how they pass him by. Oh yeah, it's a rainy day today, so you may hear some thunder. It's our first big rainy day in a long time. Anyway, because we've had a perpetual heat wave. Anyway, so the narrator talks about all these people who passed through his life. I mean, lovers, his wife, his father, and then in the end, he does something which is a big move as well. Let's put it that way, which is a big change in his life. It's also about how a decision can affect your future. Yeah, that's done really well. And the writing is absolutely gorgeous. Christopher Boone can take something simple like picking up a book and make it sound evocative. This writing, oh my god. This writing, oh. Even if you don't like the plot, get it for the writing. You'll never read a book as wonderful as this. So I'll say, this is top-notch, a top-notch style. Brilliant. Okay. Now these two. Okay, I've said before I don't like social media because I find a lot of it righteous. I don't think that people should tell other people what to do, especially using memes. I don't like that culture. I don't like the fact that there are higher gods who do not want you to say what they think is not good for them. Anyway, don't let me go into this. I hate social media. Not hate, I don't like it, because I use it to promote my books, so that's the irony. But anyway, the echo chamber, expresses a lot of feelings I have about social media. This is about a person who puts one wrong pronoun in a tweet, and that's it. His whole life is gone. I know it's a satire. It is a satire. And in fact, it name checks Jonathan Coe as well, who's a satirist, who would write something like this, I think. And And yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. It made me laugh in places. The thing is, there aren't any extremes. It's not like the characters are really bad or really good either. So it's there's a fair balance. It's a very clever book. And last, I guess you could say the star out of the print books is Margaret Atwood's Cat's Eye. As you all know, I am slowly reading through her bibliography. This is her seventh book. What's the eighth one I've read? Because I decided to read Testaments. Ugh. This is brilliant. This is probably my second favorite Margaret Atwood. It's about an artist who returns to her homeland of Toronto, and she talks about her childhood. It's about trauma. It's about bullying. It's about friend dynamics. It's about politics as well. There's the environment, as always. That's a theme that you hear in Margaret Atwood's early novels. Well, even to later ones like Oryx and Crake. And it's really, really good. I love the way it switches between past and present. It's very well written. It's funny at times. It's a well-rounded novel. Perfect. It's a perfect novel. It is. I love the way that she takes certain themes and they reoccur. Let's say, I mean, details and they reoccur, like the cat's eye, which is a marble. It symbolizes her lost youth, but it crops up now and then in this little purse. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Really well done. Okay, so what's next? Well, now that my TBR is in total disarray, and there are books in two places at the moment, it's very spontaneous. But I do plan to finish the Booker long list. So I'm reading The Great Circle, and I am enjoying it. So far, I'm, 130 pages in. I think Bewilderment is on its way, so I'll read that. And I've got some review copies. So all my review copies are here, right in front of me. So those will be tackled as well. How was your reading month? Was it good? Comment below. Or did you like any of the books you read? Like and subscribe, and take care.